So first of all, thank you so much for doing this. हाँ मतलब I know I've been trying to like हम लोग एक साल से try कर रहे डेट schedule करने का but हो नहीं
I
पा रहा है.
think yes, this was last year. I think before the COVID, we were trying to fix our date.
Actually wanted this to be offline, proper in the
Yeah,
studio.
that would be so interesting. I was looking forward to that. Hello, everyone who is watching this podcast. I'm really happy to be here with Mr. Akash Tiwari. Uh, नाम सुन के तुम करते हो. That's okay. It's okay. My name is Bertwin Ravi D'Souza. I'm an artist, choreographer, teacher. Dance has always been a part of my life, or I can say I've been a part of this wonderful artistic life in dance and movement. And I've been a choreographer for the past more than 10 or 15 years of my life. So as of now, this is my short introduction, and jo bhi bahar aur niklega will be through your questions. I'm looking forward to them right now.
Yes, and hello everyone. मैं हूँ सब पे भारी आकाश तिवारी. You have done a lot of reality shows, like Dance India Dance, Dance Plus, मतलब बहुत सारे. Okay, and the thing is कि people know the audience perspective, audience TV पे देखती है reality show, people know the judges perspective, the participants perspective, सबका perspective पता है, but you are someone जो दिखे नहीं है इतना, मतलब you're someone who's working from the inside, okay, and you have different roles in different reality shows. In for a few reality shows you were overviewing the acts, you know. So tell me your role. What was your role? What's your perspective? And then I've heard a lot about technical and that, so I'll ask a few questions regarding that. But like, what is your role inside? जो लोगों को पता नहीं है. Even I don't know it.
See, yeah, it has been different here and there. Of course, I've mostly done things only behind the camera, or at least for dance reality shows. My first one was actually, you know what? Even before Dance India Dance, there were these two shows, Rock and Roll Family, and there was something else. I can't remember the name. I think it's Chakdundum something. So these are the shows first, and I was again not a TV person as much at that time, and I just seen a little bit of Boogie Woogie. That was my first, I think, exploration of what I've seen in dance. Yeah, so that was the first thing, and being a part of the company, they had hired us to do choreography for the contestants, and it was a new world for me. Okay, how do we create acts for TV? And it was on stage, so we were very good at our stage choreography and ideas and everything, and we had to start to learn how it can be the stage ideas, how can they be presented now on a camera situation, how can camera catch the same complexities of dance that we normally design for a stage. So I think that's where it started to grow. We also, I think, watching shows like So You Think You Can Dance, I was very, very inspired watching that show. I used to love So You
The
Think You
broad
Can Dance.
version.
Yeah, the broad version. This is much before DID and everything. And I know in DID, because the inspiration was our country has talent as well, and the producers thought that let's bring a show like that to our country. And of course, there's a lot of backstory over there which I don't want to go into. But yeah, so Dance in Dance also happened, and I was really excited because it came to our company. Terence was of course the judge on the show, and I know me and all our core company, our choreography team. There was me, Neerav, Mihir, Naren, and Champa, all there together, which was the very first choreography team from our company to represent the choreography for Terence. And we were the first contemporary pioneers as such at that time. So it was a very, very interesting time in our life because we were hungry to choreograph for that. We were like, shit, we have to make a mark. We were so inspired by these international shows which were there prior. And we said, fuck, now we have to put India on this map. We have to show how good our dancing and choreography is right now. So this was a very personal thing for me and my team. I know we were so excited and motivated to go there and really kick ass on the show. And we didn't think of the competition at all. We didn't think, oh, it's going to be, because it's a very new thing. It was Remo and Geeta as well. But for us, in our mind, was fuck, we have to just do good things. It didn't matter whether we are against anyone or not. We have to just make sure we do some great choreography. So that's the idea with which we jumped into this whole show. And it was another world by itself, which also evolved right in front of us from being a very, very pure dance-based show. But then, like I told you, this whole vada pav mentality started to come in, which again, I'm not going to say is bad. I'm very clearly going to say at that time I felt it was bad. But when you learn the game, you know, बोलते ना, if you can't handle the heat, stay out of the kitchen. अगर तुमको पता है कि ये rules है ये game का, you come and play it or you don't do it. So at that time I was like, fuck, why is politics coming? Why are these emotions coming? Why do we need to play on dancers stories of their mother, father, or whatever? ये सब क्यों हो रहा है? Where is the dance? Why? So all these things were starting to really irritate me. Like why we doing these things? And we had many arguments with the entire production team and everything. And of course, there were cute fights between different teams, which were completely dance based. But even over there, the politics came through. So looking back at that time, I used to be extremely pissed off. Now I see it as okay, fine. These were things which were meant to happen because it is a competition. It is not a complete pure dance competition. It's also a TV show that's made to hook people to watch the show, to entertain people as well. So it is not. It's a hybrid form of a dance show. एक अलग है और अपने सामने वो बढ़ रहा था. It was growing. It was evolving in front of us and taking on new forms of how to make a show that sells. How do we sell this one show to the entire country and even beyond? You know, all the throughout. It's an international show because ZTV was throughout everywhere. Yeah. And yeah, so based on that, for TR, this whole TRP word became a pain in my hair. But the TRP नहीं मिल रहा है. Oh, people are watching this actor more or this dance more. ये style ज़्यादा चल रहा है. Don't do this song, do this song. Which songs we can do, which songs we can't do. So this whole process, this entire जो एक cycle है, started to I think become bigger and bigger from Dance India Dance. Yeah. And from it has grown into so many other shows that we know right now, and people have had their own versions of different things. So we were there at that budding stage, और अभी फूट गया, मतलब कुछ और ही बन गया right now. And that is evolution. That is where things will organically go. Market के हिसाब से तुम्हारा ये जो product है कुछ और ही बनेगा. Starting कुछ और होता है, but where it goes eventually is a complete organic phase. It is beyond any one person's control. It is the entire market which decides the rules. ऐसा है. So it has been very, very interesting, and my role has been, of course, to do the choreography for all the acts for Terence's team with my team under me as well. So I remember that part extremely fondly. I enjoy that creative process. It was very how do you say frustrating as well because we had to do a lot of work in less time. So, to not sleep, to sleep for just 2 or 3 hours, or maybe not even sleeping, and creating like 7 to 10 acts in matter of 4 days, and doing technicals and going through the stress of every week churning that out, being aware of the competition, challenging our own contestants, trying to do something new, presenting new styles every day, every time, trying to come up, dig every part of India ki kaun sa dance style kahan pe hai, internationally kaun sa dance style kahan pe, how can we learn those dance styles and do choreography and then teach it. Oh my God. So it was a crash course for us. Boot camp, मतलब हम लोग इतना चीजें हम लोग कर रहे हैं, हमको पता भी नहीं है, मतलब कभी ये पासदोबले क्या है हमको सीख के करना पड़ रहा है, यक्षगान क्या है सीख के करना पड़ रहा है, मतलब so there are so many things that we had to learn and be able to do choreography and then start to teach it and whatever. So it has been a complete learning experience for us, for the contestants, I think for the whole show. It put India on the dance map. It gave respect to so many dancers. It made people like Terence Remo Geeta such big pioneers of dance, and I think it has just created a wonderful, strong, evolving dance culture, dance community in India right now. And if we look at dance respectfully now, if people think that they can make a dance career, it is because of where DID has gone. It became a massive success. People loved them. People loved all the contestants on the show. Many of the contestants are celebrities right now. So yeah, this is where it has gone right now. I mean, Dance India Dance is an offshoot. We have all the popular names of DID who have come there and who are the base of Dance Plus right now. Yeah. And even over there, I was the supervising choreographer for the first 3 seasons. And yeah, over there, my role was not to do choreography, but was to oversee the choreography of all the artists on the show. And yeah, that was another experience as well. I think it is. Yeah, so you can ask me now what around these
crazy when a Dance India Dance, like it exploded. So Dance Plus mein your role had completely changed and you were like overviewing acts and stuff. I have heard this कि there are a lot of things जैसे कि technicals are more important than the judgment day.
These technical things have been there always since a couple of shows I did even before Dance India Dance. Because what happens is the simple idea over here is how do you, even when I said something that you do choreography for stage. Like a normal live performance, लेकिन आपको अभी उसको कैमरा से शूट करना है, Now if you shoot a music video, you will do your choreography and then we break and we shoot. मतलब हाँ ये 10 सेकंड शूट करेंगे, फिर यहाँ से शूट करेंगे, यहाँ से शूट करेंगे, and that's how you create one whole dance music video. But now you want to be able to stage performance is a performance done in one go, in that 1, 2 or 3 minutes का act जो भी है, you have to be able to create that entire energy, the momentum, the performance in that one go. आपको वो capture करना है in its entirety. So for that we have a multicam setup. Yeah, so you have whatever from ranging from 5 to 10 cameras already placed at different angles, and they have to be able to shoot your performance. So when they see the entire choreography, and the technical means that all the cameras are there, the director is there, the choreographer is there, they perform, and then we have to do a marking कि what is the choreography, कौन से सेकंड से कौन सा सेकंड कौन सा कैमरा को आके शूट करना है, कौन सा कैमरा ऑन होगा. So already angle, all the cameramen are ready in their places over there, and it's their job to be able to keep capturing that choreography. And in that one go itself, one recording is made where the right angles, the 3 angles जो director ने choose किया है, only that gets shot. So that's why it is all shot in one go. So that's why a technical is done. So all the cameras know the choreography, all the acts, they have to know the choreography exactly. So we've done 2 or 3 times. So they see it and it's planned on the director's sheet कि ये time ये camera on होगा. And so when the performance is done live on the shoot day, on the live day, like a normal show, the performer has to just do his act like he's normally doing it. He has to be aware of what time, what camera is going to go, and उसको कौन सी camera में देख के express करना है, performance देना है उसको, and that is what's captured, and that is what you see on your screen. It is not doctored, मतलब जैसा उसको shoot किया है, that's how you watch it eventually. It can't be changed. So this is the process. So that's why technical is so important.
I know that process about the technical. I was talking about the judgment day of technical. Like I've heard कि judgment day is done on technicals. कि किसका performance अच्छा होने वाला है, and you know those are the people who go ahead of stuff. That process.
Achha, see that yes. Achha, that you're talking about this. Sorry, see this is politics. It is always like I told you. This is not a pure dance show. कि मतलब ना जब एक live performance देखे तभी हम लोग जो भी decision लेंगे. On the technical day, because it's not only the 3 judges who are involved in their decision making. They have to say what they have to say, wo bhi hai. But eventually the show also belongs to the producers who have created that show. And they are the ones who are judging, who are watching the TRPs, who are seeing who's popular, who's not popular, what's working, what's not working. This contestant has a better story, iska अच्छा है, iska back story अच्छा है, ये लंबा तक चलने वाला घोड़ा है, ये नहीं मतलब 2-3 एपिसोड करके निकालना है इसको. So these are things which even the producers will have their choices on, and it has always been a mix. Sometimes the producers and judges will plan these things, they'll discuss. Sometimes the judges say no, we don't like what you're doing. So these arguments have always been there. Sometimes the judges are saying, okay, if I need trust what the producer are doing, we'll go with you. Sometimes we don't like what you're doing, I will not agree to you. So these things are always going to be there. But you're right, when you watch the technicals as well, at that time also when they see a certain performances, the producers will make up their minds ki this person should go ahead or not go ahead, and then a discussion will happen, and then amicably judges or producer ke beech make decision hoga, and then they eventually, that's how you learn, that's how you evolve ki show ke liye aur kya acha hai. So I told you at the start, I used to hate this process. This is what I meant, the diplomacy, politics jo hai. But eventually, you're creating a show, and everyone who comes on the show, and right now who comes on the show, I would advise them, see, this is what the world is right now. Jo dikh raha hai, wo dikh raha hai. This is what happens on the show. You have to come keeping in mind ki abhi ye hoga, and I have to be ready. Either I also play to the gallows, matlab, even I come as a great performer, aur unko agar story chahiye main do. If you're not okay with that, don't come on the show. Just hope that your dancing is good enough to take you to the end. Because I've seen that. I've seen very good dancers also on the show who didn't have great backstories, but their dancing was so good, or their connect was so good, that they still went on to being finalists or whatever. And there are some jiska story acha tha, who maybe weren't deserving as dancers to be on the show, but because their story or something, whatever was good enough, it still took them to the finals. So there have been all these combinations that I've seen happen right in front of me, which I like and didn't like and everything. But ye game hai bhai, ye to hai aisa to.
But yes, people forget that it's not just a competition, it's a show.
People need to know this. It is not a real competition. एक असली dance competition नहीं है, मतलब जो एक final judgment के ऊपर हो रहा है. It is a TV show that's made to entertain people, to make people watch it every week. तो उसका formula अलग होगा.
Justifiable. It's a show. Yep. Okay. एक काम करते हैं. Tell me about commercial versus theater.
So commercial versus theater में see definitely if I have to give give an example, see commercial में is vada pav for me.
Okay.
Okay, and theater for me is maybe you can say it's like a burger भी नहीं, but अभी के लिए बोलने के लिए a burger like a proper designer burger, अपना McDonald's burger नहीं. McDonald's burger is like a vada pav only.
Okay.
वही है. So the whole point of me saying this right now also is the commercial is what will sell to majority of people. मतलब सब खाएंगे. No one will think beyond the point. वो मतलब सस्ता भी मिलेगा, लेकिन इतना बिकेगा, so much will be sold that you will make huge amounts of profit. Everyone will be happy. Whether it does not matter कि वड़ा पाव में तेल कौन सा यूज किया है, वो बटाटा कहाँ से आ गया है, चटनी में मतलब धोया है कि नहीं धोया है, मतलब पाव भी मतलब आज का पाव है या मतलब ना पिछले हफ्ते का पाव है. It doesn't matter. So this is commercial work.
Thank you for ruining my vada pav.
Huh?
Thank you for ruining my vada pav.
I love vada pav. But see, all these things, so you have to. But this is what I'm saying. ये सब बिकता है. Even if I say, मतलब अपना international vada pav तो is अपना McDonald's burger right now.
Yeah.
So you people are aware कि मतलब right now what goes into making a burger, मतलब उसका quality मतलब actually उसमें quality में है क्या? What are those burgers made of? And what are the amount of chemicals that go into them? But it does not matter. It is like a family get together, friendly get together. कुछ भी नहीं तो मतलब सब लोग जाएंगे खाने के लिए whatever. And people will go and have it in spite of knowing it is bad. तुम कितना भी तुम चिल्ला के बोलो that a burger is bad for you, people will just go and have a burger, right? Because it tastes good. But at the end of the day, a burger tastes good. Through जाए फटाफट you'll go there. It looks nice. It's colorful. Presentation अच्छा है. Big guy. Yeah, so this is commercial. Basic. The whole world works on these simple philosophies. You give something जो people को मतलब psychologically वो taste पसंद आए, मतलब तुम जितना भी शक्कर डालना है, नमक डालना है, chemical डालना है, but people like the taste, लत लग गया तो मतलब भेजो, keep buying, keep selling, बेचते रहो, ऐसा है. This is our commercial world. Whether it's dance also, it is the same thing. If people like sexy bodies, people like makeup, people like fake things here and there, everything, मतलब जितना नंगा नाचना है करो, people doing sleazy movements चल रहा है, whatever, repeat the
Are you
same
talking
song,
about reels?
Everything. See, I can't. Something I can't pinpoint. मतलब जो भी commercially
बहुत चल रहा है बहुत.
From going from Bollywood to TikTok to Hollywood to all sleazy videos or whatever it is. If जो majority बिक रहा है, it is because in general people are enjoying this. Some people not even सामने से नहीं बोलेंगे, but some will say, no, I love Bollywood, I love all the sleazy things, whatever. Some people hide, but by you seeing that many views on that, which are going into millions or billions of views, people are enjoying these things, of course. So that's how it is. And so theater is the opposite in that sense. You know, it is made for very few people enjoy that kind of artistic expression. It is like I told you, a very well designed meal, gourmet meal जो बोलते हैं, मतलब जो सिर्फ ऑर्गेनिक फार्म से लाया है, सिर्फ ये टाइप का प्रेजेंटेशन है, सिर्फ यहीं पे मिलेगा, एंड जिसको उसका टेस्ट पता है, उसका स्वाद पता है, उसका वैल्यू पता है, मतलब सिर्फ वो ही जनता वहां पे जाएगा, and they expect that, but they don't mind spending more money for it. So you'll go to watch, for example, a Bollywood movie, and watch it for 200 rupees ka ticket mein you can go and watch it, even cheaper, of course. But to go and watch a play or to watch a theater, like for example, I know to watch a play in something like Prithvi in Mumbai, it is for ranging from 300 rupees to 500 rupees for one play for 1 hour. But you can go and watch a Bollywood movie for 150 rupees to 200 rupees. Yeah. To watch a big movie, of course, Bollywood ka 3D movie also will be around 5-star gold seat way will be around 750 or whatever. Utna. To watch a big musical theater. So I've done 4 theaters right now. I've done from Aladdin to Gandhi to Devdas to Sing India Sing. Those tickets, your cheapest ticket is 1,000 rupees. The expensive ticket is 10,000 rupees. So ये हो गया theater. So this is your gourmet, ये organic gourmet meal ये बन गया है, और अपना ये वड़ा पाव या burger हो गया. So this is the kind of difference. This is a difference in quality. It takes that much work to go into creating theater, to creating that experience of theater. The artistic involvement is so much more to create something different over there. So people who understand that value will go for it, who go for the experience. वो भी अलग है. So crazy. This is the overall thing. there is no one, frankly, I would not, there's no one in the world who can say ki ye acha hai or ye acha hai. That is not possible. It's a matter of what you like. I go and see both. I enjoy both. I work in both as well. So I am not in a position to, I'm on the fence in a way. I can't say ye acha hai, ye bura. I enjoy both. I do both. I watch both. Yeah. So this is where I am right now. There are people who will be hardcore ki meko sirf Bollywood dekhna. There are many directors, many DOPs I work with say I hate theater. I don't understand the lighting. I don't understand that. मुझको पसंद नहीं है. And vice versa. The other people who hate Bollywood, Hollywood, everything, hate cinema, and उनको सिर्फ theater ही करना है. So there are these extreme worlds as well. And yeah, they need to survive. They have got nothing to do with each other, but people are happy and thriving their own worlds.
Oh.
ऐसा है. It's life, baby.
But yes, agreed with him. मैं भी वो fence में like मैंने जब वो NCP में अलादीन एंड सिंह इंडिया सिंह देखा था, damn, वो एक्सपीरियंस अलग ही है. बोथ आर डिफरेंट. मैंने दोनों देखा, मुझे पता है कि दोनों एक्सपीरियंसेस दे बोथ आर नीडेड. मेरे को तो ऐसा लगा. Crazy.
Yeah, you need. I think as an audience, as a viewer, if you like enjoy watching these performances, I think you should get a taste of both. Yeah, and you don't need to compare. मतलब खुद के लिए मतलब when you're talking with friends and
exactly.
वो करो, वो ठीक है. That we should do. That is a nice outlet for us. But go and watch, enjoy. उसका दोनों का मजे ले लो तुम लोग.
हाँ, और ऐसा मत बोलो कि 1,000 रुपए का टिकट क्यों है. ये भी मत बोलो. ये मैंने बोला था एक बार. मुझे बहुत खराब लगा उसके बाद. बट ऑनेस्टली मैंने ऐसा एक बार बोला था. When I was coming to watch Aladdin for the first time, I was like, इतना महंगा टिकट है क्या NCBI का? Because I was going for the first time ना NCBI, and I was like, but then when I went, सिंह इंडिया सिंह के लिए मैंने पैसे वैसे का कुछ नहीं बोला. मैंने बोला कि चलो चलते हैं. तो ऐसा मत बोलना कि इतना महंगा टिकट है.
Yeah, but you see, there's just for information sake, there is a very clear, like I said, there's a very clear logic behind why theater will be expensive, because it is not a massive theater. It is the small, all theaters that we watch. जैसा एक cinema theater का उतना size नहीं है, उतना widespread भी नहीं है. There are thousands of cinema theaters. That's why the tickets become cheaper, and they're massive. The screens are that big. You can go and watch. So because of that, the ticket pricing comes down. But for a live theater, the size can be only so much. उतनी audience बैठ सकती वहाँ पे अंदर. The amount of work which goes into creating that is so much more. It can be almost as much as making a small movie. But the amount of money that the producers can recover from that is double, because they can't charge that much for a ticket. There is वहाँ पे भी एक limit है. You can't have that many shows. The artists जो live perform कर रहे हैं, they can perform that only one night. No, they can't perform it back to back, like 5 times a day or something. It can happen only on weekends for people to travel and come. So the restrictions on live theater are so much more. That's why the ticket prices become high, because the effort is so much, but for them the chances of making any money back is very rare. So just to inform people, in theater there is the profit margin is almost negligible. Like people end up doing it just for the sake of letting the art survive. There's no one who can make huge profits. In movies we know there's 100 crore 500 crore club and everything, तो उनका उतना profit है, because the whole world or whatever, it's a big part of the world is watching it. But theater is limited to only your city. So imagine the money they make is not that much. So that's why people, when you go for theater, go with having that kind of idea कि ये इसका life है. Have that value for that. So when you're giving money, you know it is going to an artist and or group of artists who put in a lot of effort, and the chances of them even making money is not there. So just go with that idea. When you're going to watch a theater, you're supporting an industry which is not so flourishing. बस उतना बोलना था.
Yes. Okay. Okay, ठीक है. एक demanding industry. नहीं industry नहीं. Emotional मतलब there are a lot of ये जो आप बोल रहे ये वाला part which you're telling me, it was it's actually right, but there's this one thought, I don't know, मैं गलत हो सकता हूँ. So there's this, obviously everyone knows Cirque du Soleil, they filed a bankruptcy this year because of COVID and stuff. Exactly.
Yes.
But the point is, before COVID, they are the one of those live event company which were flourishing. Like उनका founders भी, they were in the billionaire list, and even the company was doing good. I was just thinking, how are they able to survive, and बाकी theaters are not able to survive like this?
Pre-COVID in general. Now, firstly, in India, we don't have a theater culture as such.
Yeah.
As compared to how it is in the West. It's something we've had our own Indian theater, which probably are how we have our nataks and all happening, which we have our own, which built as come from our own culture. We have all our dances, being it Bharatnatyam, Kathak, and many other dance styles, classical, have all grown where they were in a way enactment of our mythology, our stories. So that was our theater. As such, you must have heard of in Yakshagana and stuff, which are all our Indian theater forms,
Yeah.
actually. So they work at a very rural setup. It's not like which can really flourish and our entire country goes to watch them. Our country doesn't even want to watch them anymore. We are That's how our sensibilities have changed. Now abroad, their theater has evolved over many years ago. So if you heard of Broadway, with all, even right now when I speak about Aladdin and everything, which are all these Broadway in a way adapted over here in India, but their theater has been going on for I think millennium, as in more than another 100 years is where it has evolved, and that culture is there where people go to watch theater. They have their entire Broadway street is filled with so many theater shows, which are packed. Whether it's the whole of whether it's the local citizens going over there, people from all over the country who go to New York for holidays or whatever, will go and will watch shows. Whenever I want to watch a show at whatever time, the tickets are all expensive and it's always a full house. It's all sold out always. So that's the culture over there that the theater has sold. And even we have very big names who perform. If you perform over there in theater, you are a popular name. Even Hollywood actors are still doing shows on Broadway.
Exactly.
It is still a prestigious thing to be a part of theater in that way. So they have that. I don't know whether I'm using the right word, but if that is your A-list theater in American theater, but you also have, I'm sure, smaller versions of theater as well, which are in small towns or small cities as well. The point I'm trying to make is that the culture is already so influenced towards watching theater. And Cirque du Soleil and all these things also came at a time where circus was starting to become obsolete. It was moving out. But of course, the artists, the people who created this idea of Cirque du Soleil of merging and creating another spectacle as such, taking ideas of theater, taking the circus, taking some other ways of creating amazing dance and drama and music and putting it all together and creating a completely new spectacle where you get to watch it as a live story performance with acrobatics and dance and singing and everything. So a novel idea, product was created by the Cirque du Soleil team, and I'm sure even they were inspired by other versions of it here and there before them. But it grew. It grew into a market. Even they were able to, I think, advertise themselves, market, and it was a novelty. When people know like something like this is that they will go for it. And that was not the time of how we have social media right now. So apart from just normal theater, if this was suddenly growing, people had the time, the money, and the interest to go and watch something like this. That's why it boomed. That's why I think Cirque du Soleil grew so big, because it was there at the right time. Amazing idea where the world was not lost in social media. It was people would still wanted to go out and physically watch something like this. So that's why I think it boomed. It became, I think, $1 million. I'm not sure $1 billion industry, but maybe. But it grew because I think it was at that time of its life that it was in the right place, the right time, and it really got to get worldwide recognition. But then again, see, all that is completely based on physically people going there to watch your show in huge numbers. Because I think it became a successful show, that many people went to watch it, it had huge profits because of that. And it created many, how do you say, there are many places, many casinos, big other theatrical things who also hired them to create shows for them. So it was a big boom. That's how the one thing led to another, and they've done so many fantastic shows. Now in the COVID time, in spite of all that they have done, in the COVID, it still comes back to saying that if people physically can't go to watch it, you don't make money. Yeah, so I think every kind of theater, whether it's cinema, like any theater, or these live theaters, people physically can't go there anymore. They can't run. The running cost of all this is still so high that something like Cirque du Soleil has still filed for bankruptcy, because what does it do with all its employees? If there is no one there coming to physically watch their theater, their only income is that. They don't have any live show on YouTube and stuff like this, which people can watch and they can make money over there. They don't have any other source of income as such. So such a big $1 million industry has also shut down right now because of COVID. So it just goes to show that everything is based on your theater, on people coming physically to watch you. And right now we know movies, they still can be put on any of these online platforms, Netflix or
and they are doing
and,
that. They are doing that too, just for
exactly.
the.
So people can still watch them, and there is still a form of income coming through those things. It is monetized. It's very difficult for these theatrical shows, and people also, when you watch a live theatrical on screen, it is not the same feeling. No matter whether you watch Cirque du Soleil, you watch Broadway, the magical experience is always going there in person and physically with all your senses, experiencing that show. The magic is over there. And cinema is made differently. Cinema is made for you to sit and watch the screen and hear the sound, and that's a very different experience. So I think this is why Cirque du Soleil has gone through, and Cirque du Soleil is one popular name, so we talk about it. But I'm sure there are so many other theatrical companies which are going through a difficult time as well.
Yes. But post COVID, I hope like once things start back, things started. I just want people, because most of the people are like, कि cinema superior है ये है, मतलब what मैंने जितना देखा है. So I just want them कि both are equal. Just try to experience both, because I personally don't want any particular one industry to die. This is, I don't want them, and I just want people to understand that both are equal in their own senses. Where मैंने बहुत जगह देखा है, maybe my surrounding is that way, but बहुत जगह मेरे surrounding में ऐसा होता है कि एक is considered to be more superior than the other, and I don't want that.
Exactly. This is a matter of ignorance bhi hai. Like, people don't even know the other side. They don't give it a chance.
Exactly. They don't give a chance.
Bas ho gaya. So I think if people, and see right now, but we are in a field where social media right now is growing more and more exponentially every day. So I think even the people who are in theater are not going to sit quietly, because they are very passionate about what they do. I am also part of it. I also know I am very passionate, and everyone is going to try and adapt and bring it to people right now. So theater is not going to die. It will definitely reinvent itself and bring people back to it, and there'll be a new audience for it. Because see how much can people watch only our cinematic things and keep watching YouTube videos and Instagram videos and reels or whatever. It is that limited to your phone. How much can you sit even right now when you watch the entire Janta, our entire youth? I'm watching my own niece and nephew who are just 4 and 5, who are stuck to their phone right now, and physically are lacking senses from outside, going and interacting with life in general outside. It's starting to become less and less. But the human body is going to want it. No, it can't be shut off from your life that much completely. So I think theater is just going to reinvent itself and find ways of bringing people's attention back over there. So things will change. Things will change. Our human body needs that. We can't sit in one place and keep watching things on our small screen. That's not going to happen.
True. I have told this before also. Like, I love your aura. जब मैं आपके साथ वो एक advertisement में काम कर रहा था. I am lucky enough and I'm fortunate कि मैंने आपके साथ एक बार काम किया हुआ है. उसके बाद आपने कभी बुलाया नहीं मुझे. उसके बाद कभी बुलाया नहीं. मतलब इतना खराब किया मैंने कि मेरे को बुलाया नहीं कभी. But I was fortunate enough. Okay, so I was fortunate enough to work with you for one time, and वो time खाने में there was food all the time. Practice हो or you were working something जो भी हो, and so I'll tell you what I witnessed and मेरे लिए क्या ऐसा मतलब इतना बड़ा बात क्यों है, because as a dancer, as an artist, wherever you work, ठीक है, there are a lot of different parts of struggles you go through. Okay, and one of those things is कि जहाँ पे आप काम करते हो, they don't treat you as artist or as dancer. लोग आपको as a मजदूर treat करेंगे. आया perform किया चला गया. खाना पानी भी किधर खाना पानी भी नहीं देंगे, किधर देंगे तो it's something like you can't eat that thing. Lot of times when I worked with you, the day you promised your payment, you gave everyone the payment you promised. Okay, last दिन पे काम पे, all 3 days when I was working with you, there was food, good quality food. You had options, veg, non-veg. Whenever we were working, we were having our lunch and breakfast with the people who were directing, the camera guy. हम लोग के लिए भी खाना था, and everything was like proper. We were treated as artists, as a guest. मतलब जहाँ पे ना घर पे जब कोई मेहमान आता तो कैसे ट्रीट करते रहे, पानी चाहिए, खाना चाहिए, तो we were treated very well. Okay. So the point is कि you are also choreographer, and the people who are there, जो बाकी contracts भी करते, जो बाकी काम भी करते, even they have the same job profile or same responsibility as you have. But then how are you able to pull it off, and how they are not able to do it? Why are they not doing it? Because वो struggle से आप भी गए हो, वो struggle से वो लोग भी गए होंगे, right? So how are you able to pull this thing off?
See, this is a little bit complicated, this situation over here, simply because it's also got to do with people's psychology and how people perceive the dance industry. So people who are in the dance industry, again, which part of the industry they come from. I can't say good or bad again, but if you are from a dance company setup, you notice over there things are already disciplined. There is respect in a way for this entire art of dance and the way, like me also being from a company, this is what I've learned. I've learned that we respect this art form, and whatever shows we have done, being a part of Terence's company, Terence himself, and what I've learned how the companies has functioned was respectful towards everyone. Automatically, if we behave like this, whatever shows we did, whatever ad films we did, whatever songs we did, that respect came from them as well because of the way we carried off ourselves. And also when we did shows, we already would put a demand at many of the producers that we want things like this. You will give us food on this time and this time and this time. And we carried off ourselves very professionally. So if you put that kind of an energy out there, if you learn this and when you present yourself to others and you work, they also start to respect you because you respect what you do as well. Now that's something also is a part of learning. If you come from a background like this, you will learn it. You will make sure that whatever work you do in future, tum bhi wahi sikhaoge, tum bhi wahi, you will want that, you will demand that, and that's how that entire culture grows.
Yeah.
And on the flip side, in certain other industries, I can't say just the Indian film industry or Bollywood generally, but in parts, I do see it here and there, where everyone does not look so respectfully at dancers. They think, matlab, aage naach ke chale jayenge. So in some scenarios, I've seen that if the choreographers also probably come from that environment and that's what they have gone through, and then they become choreographers. So they feel that is the way it should be. Because they were not respected, they feel they should not continue that respect. On the flip side, there are definitely choreographers who have gone through that bad treatment and have said, hi, we will not let this continue, we will change. So I've seen many Bollywood choreographers right now who don't come from a trained dance background as such, but are saying, no, we will change the game and we will demand respect and this is how we will do it. So that change is happening as well. So it is a very big mentality also that how the dance industry presents itself and then what comes at it. Because the earlier image was that dancers are very, like how we call junior artists. Whether they get things on time does not matter. So it is a game of psychology also over there. So again, coming to your question about me, because I come from this culture of dance where respect for dance and art has been extremely important for me. It's what I've learned, it's what I accept, and is what something which I also would want to profess and I would like to teach my students, and I would like everyone who has contacted me also to do the same thing. And you build that respectful culture for your dance and community. And that's why whatever work I do, I make that demand already to the producer that this is how it is going to be. And if I put it out that way, they also understand the value of that and they will not dispute me. They say, yes, we understand and we will make sure things go as per what you have asked us. So I think it comes from there. It comes from there. And there are many producers who I've worked with who I have not even had to say this. Even they come from a culture which they understand that they have to give respect to everyone. And they also samne se log bolte, no, we make sure that you get so and so things on time. And there are some cases where, again, agar unka treatment aisa nahi ho, they continue something very stupid and I have to fight back. So this is how the market is right now.
But it's changed because what happens is ki, so you know, ek to pehli baat to sabko kaam chahiye. So even though if we are working for them, they'll feel ki, you know, हम लोग एहसान कर रहे हैं उनको काम देके. So like there's this superior mentality which goes on कि मतलब कौन ज़्यादा superior है उसके accordingly what happens is कि things change कि हम लोग कितना उनको offer करेंगे, how much we can exploit and how much we should give that liberty. That happens even in workshop. I have done workshop जहाँ पे हम लोग को रहने के लिए भी मतलब trust me sir मतलब अच्छा जगह नहीं था. Even though that's a dance workshop where they are calling us as a faculty. And even they are those type of people. Yeah, sir, ऐसा है, बहुत बार होता है. Another well-known person, I won't name, but he is not treating us the same way. He is not treating anyone like the same way. That's very bad. And I still remember कि एक और एक था जहाँ पे I and Vatsal had worked for you. You were not there. ठीक है, आपने urgently call किया था कि if you guys can go there. There was this another ad. Yes. Yeah, if you guys can go there. we went, हम लोगों ने कुछ पैसा, मतलब we didn't ask also anything. हम लोग सिर्फ थे कि हाँ बर्टी से का काम है, चलो चलते हैं, ठीक है. And then you were so concerned about us that you called us and then you also told us कि हाँ तुम लोग को ये मिल जाएगा बाद में. We didn't even ask you. You were the one. So that's something which I loved about you. मतलब that's crazy, sir. Respect to you मतलब इस चीज में.
Thank you. But I told you this whole cycle of respect comes from somewhere. It's something which I have received. I thank my stars that the people I work with have given me that, and I'm able to continue that. So if I continue to treat people with ethics, with respect, with responsibly, not cheating people, not continuing people who eat up other people's money, that's something which I need to also make sure I give back. I give back to dance. I value the fact that if I hire someone to work for me, they are giving me their time, they're giving me their effort, their talent, and I need to definitely give them back that. Whether it's in the form of money, whether it's in the form of more work, whether it's in the form of more recognition or whatever. But that cycle of respect for each other's skill and effort has to continue. Yeah, so I hope now when you guys also are the next generation and when you also do work, you all pay it forward, you all continue and you'll build on the right culture. I would choose that the culture of dance or anything else builds with respect for each other. So I hope you all do that now.
Yes, sir. So you have no idea. मतलब हम लोग जब बात करेंगे, I'm telling you, because of those experiences, we are treating other people well. You can ask when you'll be having.
I'm happy to hear this right now. I'm happy because if you are saying that I've influenced you a little bit, I'm extremely happy because it's going to continue that in that sense. And I thank my teachers. I thank all my choreographers who I've worked with for giving me also these values.
Okay. Yes. Damn.